Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 series of the prologue of Mind Games, where today we are right where we left off in the last episode down here in the sluice after, boy, seriously messing up with that conversation with those folk over there, which kind of worries me. We're kind of neutral with the sluice at the moment, considering we gained some reputation by talking with that guy over there, but then we lost reputation talking to these two over here. So, yeah. I should have known better, too, on that conversation with them, with the choice that I made, but I was, like I said last episode, I was hoping maybe it would lead to a quest. But no, they were against a vault dweller helping people, and I entirely went, well, maybe I could help you instead. No, that was dumb. But, oh well, what are you gonna do? Though it also worries me now about my original plan for just kind of wandering around here, getting my bearings, because I have a feeling we might get sucked into another conversation like with these two. So instead of the random wanderings I was gonna do, let's just methodically go around visiting people. We'll start here with the bar, since, I mean, we're right here, and then travel into some of the other areas. I'm especially intrigued by what's behind that grate over there.
Griffiths hooking up with this robot?
Wait, what?
Pretty damn sick if you ask me.
Griffiths done what? First off, who's Griffiths? And he has a robot that he's... Yeah. All right. Let's go to the bar and get away from this sluice security guy. All right, we could talk straight with Jonah, but let's start with the barkeep. Yo, barkeep.
Well, look who it is. There's a whole bunch of folks here who want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, who wants to talk to us, though? I mean, I want to talk to them, so I'm game. But, well, yeah, what do they want?
About what?
About you screwing all of us over. Luca Petrelli doesn't send a message like that unless he means it. We're gonna end up fucked because of you.
Boy, they really are
Come on,
not
as
happy
if
about
they'd
that.
have known. And I remember you whooping and hollering along with everybody else when you heard what happened to Malone.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, and I was saying we should have gone straight into the vault and taken it ourselves.
You know how fast Petrelli got in. He'd have killed anyone in there.
Exactly. But we can defend this place. He gotta be crazy to try something here.
Again, I can help
He
you
is
with that.
crazy. That's the problem. And Howard's right. Petrelli's not the kind to just sit around now that he's back in the game. He's gonna want everything. Everywhere we scavenge, every access point to Diamond City and Bunker Hill, everything we need to survive.
Again, I
That's
can help.
right. You get rid of one problem, all you're gonna get is something worse.
I mean, not always, not
You really
necessarily.
gonna put that on her? Let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
You know who Luca Petrelli is?
Not a clue.
Ever heard of him before you got here?
Nope. No, not at all.
No, never heard of him.
Well, there you go.
That doesn't absolve them of any responsibility. Anyway, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about Nick.
Oh,
Mason
Nick's
was
who you're
right
mad at.
just now, sticking your nose into everything. Don't you have an off switch or something?
Huh?
You talk that way to everyone who lends you a hand?
Yeah, you didn't hear Fred just now, did ya? They got rid of Frankie.
Yeah? Why was he out there in the first place?
Exactly. I don't even know why Larson let them down here. They shouldn't be here.
I'll go where I want.
Let's kick him out.
Try it,
Sit
Jonah.
down before you hurt yourself.
No, he's got a point. Let's kick them out.
Oh,
Yeah,
screw
get
you,
out of here,
Howard.
Nick.
You'd
Not
still be
gonna
pissing
happen.
yourself down here wondering when those guys were gonna move on us.
Yeah, I like you, Rebecca.
And you'd be happy to get us
kick
all
him out.
killed.
Shut the hell up, Jonah.
All right, that's enough. I say we put it to a vote. Sound fair? Everyone who thinks Nick and his friends should stay, say aye.
I...
Well, that sounds like most of you to me. Looks like you folks are staying.
Thanks, Angie.
Now you boys set your piece, okay? You want to carry on, you take it outside.
This is a mistake. We're all gonna get fucked. One way or another.
Sorry about that. Been a lot of talk about you and Nick the last few days.
Uh-huh.
But I'm betting you've already been through all of that with Larson.
A little bit, yeah. A little
Anyway, welcome to the sluice.
bit. Thank you. What a welcome it has been. Thanks for the welcome.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
Just count yourself lucky that the vote went your way. So, What can I do for you then?
Well... Okay, I got... We'll get to Riley. I want to know about other things. First, the sluice.
Tell me more about this town of yours.
Janice, you know the history better than we do.
Anyone else and I might take that as an insult. Well, I guess you could say the sluice has been here in one way or another for 200, 210 years. Whatever it's been.
Damn. All right.
Started out as a bunch of camps all along the tunnels after the bombs dropped. There's a few of us here from back then. Me, Fred, and Bonesy over there with the turrets. Amanda. We're pretty much the only ones who remember what it was like back then.
Uh-huh.
And you're probably going to roll your eyes, and I know Andy will, but... the stuff going on now, it isn't anything like what it was then. Back at the beginning. Seeing the whole world turn upside down. Seeing what people were really like when everything changed.
Mm-hmm.
All those wires straining to hold us up, snapping away, one after the other, until the whole thing comes crashing down.
All right.
Seeing
Horrifying.
people turn feral and then turn into ghouls. Things you never forget. Gunners,
Feral
the
first.
Institute, Petrelli, they've never kept me up at night. Never will.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. So, like I said, there were a bunch of shelters and camps down here. You couldn't ever really stay in one place for too long, though. First it was the other camps coming after you, then it was the things coming out of the dark. After a while, people started going back to the surface. So did some of the monsters. Actually got a bit safer down here. People started building more permanent settlements.
That makes sense.
But it was still just a few tents and bits of scrap. That was the last I saw of it until I went up top and ended up in Diamond City. Then I'm sure you know about what happened with McDonough.
Oh, yeah.
We made it to Good Neighbor, but living under Vic and his gang wasn't much better than living with the bigots. A bunch of us who knew about this place came back, hit a deal with the folks already living here, and built up this place to what it is now.
Okay.
Sorry. I know you asked about the sluice rather than a life story, but there it is.
No, I loved everything about that, Janice.
A lot of people left for Quincy. Marlo and Ashley and Lloyd.
Yeah. The sluice was just the first place we could go, but it's not for everyone. Marlo was the one who convinced lots of people to start again in Quincy.
That was a bad move.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Really bringing things down, Janice.
Yeah, sorry.
No. I appreciate it,
For
Janice.
everyone. But there's plenty good reasons to live here. You've got routes to Bunker Hill and Diamond City without bumping into raiders, as long as you know which tunnels to stick to.
Ooh.
Scavving in all the tunnels and subways. At least the ones that ain't already taken over. Plenty of places out there that people ain't been to in years.
Neat.
It's also cleaner than it used to be with water coming in from the Charles. But still, don't drink anything that hasn't been purified.
Thank you for the advice.
Well, guess that's about it. Anything else?
Okay, I absolutely loved that conversation, though, with Janice. That was great, hearing about stuff just after the war. I really especially liked her part where she said they went feral, then they went ghoul. People doing whatever they could to just survive, and then, you know, the irradiation turning them into what we call ferals now. Oh, I loved that. I loved it. But hey, more about the layout of this place. It is kind of complicated, I will be honest with you. It's going to take me a while to figure out where everything is.
Can you help me get the lay of the land of this place?
Sure can. Most of what you need's in the main area here. You got all the traders. Weapons, chems, general goods. Fred's workshop across the way.
Uh-huh.
You got the bar, of course. Drinks down here, rooms upstairs.
Ooh.
Talk to Casey if you need to spend the night.
Okay.
Then you got the east and west sections. East is below you with the clinic and hydroponics. Access to Bunker Hill, too.
Oh.
West is on the other side if you want to get to Diamond City. That's about it.
Oh, neat. I was wondering when they mentioned the tunnels earlier if we could actually access them, and it sounds like we can. All right, so tell me more about Petrelli's gang.
What can you tell me about this gang?
Well, you probably got the gist of it by now. Bunch of thugs clutching their machine guns who've moved into that vault at Park Street. Skinny Malone leaned on us a bit, but truth is, he was asking for so little, it was easier just to give it to him.
So I heard last
He knew
time.
he didn't have the crew to try nothing else. You ask me, he didn't have the balls for it neither.
Ha.
But Petrelli, that's a whole different story. He's been in the game a long time. Everything from chems to, well, you name it. Had an empire stretching half the wealth. But he disappeared a few years ago. Don't know why. Nobody knew where he went.
Guess he was just biding his time. Got the perfect opportunity when he heard about what happened to Malone.
Interesting.
The problem is he's far worse than Malone. Back when he was running things, you'd see bodies strung up all over Boston. Probably doesn't seem like such a big deal now with all the raiders that came in from out west, but back when the Minutemen were around, it was a constant reminder.
Oh.
Anyone who crossed Petrelli didn't do what he wanted, didn't talk to him the right way, or didn't look at him the right way. So, Howard's right about one thing. Petrelli wouldn't have sent those guys for the hell of it. He sends you a message. He means it.
Again, I can handle it for you, people.
But he ain't got the crew he used to. So, I'd say all he's got these days is messages.
Let's hope.
Anyway, you got anything else?
Yes, finally get to Riley.
I'm looking for someone.
Don't know anyone named Riley. How about you guys? Know anyone called Riley? 40s, brown hair?
No. Where's he from?
Diamond City.
Well, obviously I haven't been there in years. That's gonna be true for a lot of us. Can't say I remember anyone called Riley. It was a busy place back then. Too many people to know everyone by name.
And you get folks coming through, never giving their name anyways. At least not down here. Up top, McCoy checks everyone coming in. But I'm guessing you asked him already.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder what name this Riley gave them then.
I'm intrigued too.
Yeah, me too. Anything else?
Says his brother was shot. So, what's the story?
His brother, Kyle, was about to kill him because he thought he was a synth. Guards shot him before he had a chance.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I think one of the caravan guards said something about someone turning on his brother in Diamond City.
Oh.
That was a while ago, though. Don't think he mentioned any names or nothing.
But hey, that's a
So
hint.
is he
Huh?
a synth?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. There's something about that city that gets people turning on their neighbors.
Yeah, that certainly did happen.
No more ghouls to point your fingers at, so now you just think everyone's a synth.
That's completely different. Synths are actually a threat.
Not anymore.
You never know when one of them's going to snap and come after you.
Not anymore. I run the
That's
institute.
exactly what they said about us.
I like
Anything
Janice.
else?
Oh, I like
He was
Janice.
trading. Copper, vacuum tubes, and a Geiger counter.
The hell's he gonna do with all that?
I don't know.
Scabbing, maybe? Check the radiation in the tunnels as you go.
That's fair.
By himself? Sorry, Nick. If he's gone and done that, you ain't gonna find him.
Either way, if he was trading, you can try asking at the stalls. Sounds like McMurray and Griffiths might be your best shot.
Just know, they're having another one of their fights over there.
Yeah, of
About
course.
what?
Smashing up the other's robot or stealing it or whatever. I don't know. It's always something.
Well, guess that's all we know. Anything else?
What do you sell?
What do you have to drink?
More than you might think. We found a truck full of booze in one of the tunnels not too long ago, so plenty of options.
Nice.
Plenty of Mirelurk, too, if you're hungry.
Want to take a look?
Of course, yes.
Let's see what you have.
Let's see, what do they have? Beer, bourbon, cooked soft shell Mirelurk, dirty wastelander, fever blossom, glowing fungus, lots of Gwynnet, more Mirelurk stuff. Ooh, Mirelurk noodle cup. Sleuth shine. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's... Well, we have to buy some sleuth shine. I mean, come on. There we are. Vodka, whiskey, and wine. Okay. Beautiful. There we go. Accept. Confirm trade. All right. Let's take a look at that real quick. I mean, it's going to be the same stats and all that we were just seeing. Yeah, the normal bottles like these for the moonshine, isn't it like normally brown? So down here it's green, I guess? Unless I'm just misremembering. Do I have any moonshine on me? I do not. Oh. Dang. Interesting, though. Always do like unique boozes, so we'll keep that around. Excellent, and thank you, Angie, Janice, Rebecca. I mean, you kind of said some things back there, Hudson, so... And I guess you too, Michael. You didn't say much over there, Sluice resident. Nor you, Samantha, the cook, I assume. Though you seem to just be staring at crates. Alright, so, it didn't look like anything changed, so it's just, yeah, continue to ask around. Alright, I saw a store over this way.
I'd sleep a lot easier if we had some more defenses.
Sluice resident and Paul Griffiths.
Airship right out of the sky.
I did.
Amazing.
It was fun. But,
So,
I heard...
is it true? You're the reason Petrelli's breathing down our necks.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I heard you're sleeping with a robot, so... Well, I think it's my fault.
Why do you think it's my fault?
I mean, everyone's saying you and Nick took Skinny Malone down. He was an arsehole, sure. But at least we knew where we were with him. Petrelli, not so much.
And what do you know about Petrelli?
What do you know about him?
Can't say I've ever met the bloke, but I've heard the stories around Good Neighbor in South Boston back in the day. Nasty piece of work he is. Ran a pretty big operation, apparently all the way from Quincy to Lexington.
Oh, impressive.
But then he disappeared a few years ago. Don't know what happened to him. People thought he was dead.
Oh.
I guess not. Now he's got himself a brand new base to do it all again. Right next door to us. So cheers for that.
I mean, I could still go take him out. It'd be easy.
Make up for it by buying something. Unless there's another reason you're down here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd definitely take a look at what you have, but first... Why does that say Geiger counter / barter? Okay, first, who are you?
Who are you, anyway?
Name's Griffiths. And before you ask about the accent, obviously I'm not from around here. Me and McMurray, that thieving twat over there, flew over here the day before the bombs dropped.
Oh.
We were going to a mate's wedding up in Concord. McMurray thought it was a bit of a cheat to ask us to fly all the way over here, but he was a mate, so... Of course, it never happened, and he's been pissed at me for being stuck here ever since. Like I knew you and the Reds were actually going to fuck us all over. On a weekend. Anyway,
on a weekend.
You don't want to get me going. Anything else you want?
I like that he specifically said on a weekend. But a thieving twat, you say?
So, what's the deal with you two, anyway?
He nicked my fucking robot, didn't he? Thinks I broke his, and now he's gone and kidnapped mine. I never even touched the bloody thing. He just never bothered taking care of it.
Oh. You got proof?
Do you have any proof?
Well, no. But he's good at covering his tracks, isn't he? I already asked around. No one saw him do it. And he isn't going to talk, is he? Don't suppose you'd be willing to look for Penny? There's caps in it for you.
I mean, for sure. Where do I start?
Where do I start?
Well, you could try asking around. Didn't get me anywhere, but maybe you'll have more luck. Maybe you could lean on McMurray or something. Otherwise, maybe there's some clue or something around. McMurray sleeps in the west section behind his store.
Oh.
I can't get in there without him watching me, but maybe you'll find something.
Got it. Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
Cheers, mate. She looks like one of those Miss Nannies, but pink. Don't know what that bastard did to her, but she's got to be around here somewhere.
We have a new mission. All right, I'm gonna get back to talking with you though about other things. We'll handle that later. Hi, Paul.
So, you gonna find Penelope then? Or you just here to trade?
I'm actually here to talk about Riley, but first, yeah, Geiger counter / barter. What is this?
Do you have a Geiger counter?
A bit of a specialty, I am not in it. No, I ain't got one of those. But there's plenty of other stuff here.
Well, what do you sell?
What kinds of things do you sell?
Bits and bobs. There's all sorts you can find down here with all the subways, road tunnels, all the old settlements from 100 years ago. Just need to know where to look.
Well, let's see what you got.
Sure. Let's see what you got.
All right. Bullets, bobby pins, random items, junk and aid. All right. It's got shipments too. Okay, so just a mostly general junk and bullet dealer. Not bad. All right, well, I don't need that. But I am going to come back and talk to you about Riley.
A lot of new stuff in without Penny to help.
Okay, Riley?
I'm trying to find someone.
I don't know, Riley. I do remember someone asking about a Geiger counter, though. Brown hair.
Oh, that's probably what we asked.
That was ages ago, mind you. Can't remember what his name was.
Fair enough.
If Penelope was here, she'd be able to help.
Damn it, I gotta go find Penelope.
Kidnapped by that twat over there.
Yeah, I know.
And no one's doing anything.
Yeah, I know. You already told me. Oh, people ignore kidnappings. Question. We already know it's a robot, but of course we have the text chain. So I'm gonna click it though.
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, they do. I mean, all right, it's a robot, but she's still a person. She still has feelings, and McMurray's got her stashed somewhere.
Okay, so the robot is actually... Yeah, the robot is actually probably going to have the name of that we need. I don't think anyone else probably will that we talk to. He knew, he dealt with this person, they shopped here, we gotta find the robot. Okay.
Okay.
No, it ain't. Can't believe he actually stole her. I know he's a twat, but fuck's sake.
All right, well, I'm just gonna back away from you now because I've already got that quest from you, so bye-bye. Okay, well. That is stall back over here. Hey, folks. I don't have a name for you. That's a Mr. Gutsy. Oh, so that's probably his broken one that we could probably activate and fix. I don't like that I can't seem to interact with you in any way, shape, or form. Oh, no. I mean, I'm assuming you're McMurray. No, doesn't seem to be like some specific SWAT. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm kind of wondering. Hold on a moment.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
If maybe it's because we were stuck in that part. Working on it.
I'm working on it.
Well, if you wouldn't mind working a bit faster. Cheers.
All right, bye, Paul. All right, now let's check.
Is it drafty in here, or?
There we go. Okay.
To make a new life, so here we are.
Do we talk to him now?
Fresh face.
Uh-huh.
What brings you to our beautiful town then?
Well, we're in. So yeah, that's why we're asking about the Geiger counter, though, to see if the person had stopped at the shop. Well, let's click yeah.
Do you have a Geiger counter?
No right now, but I've got plenty other things you'll like.
Do you, though? Okay, well, Brownlee?
I'm looking for someone.
Oh, aye. No, I don't know anybody named Riley. Trader, huh? There's a few guys I've sold to that look like your man. Trouble is, all my records were kept on my bot, which, as you can see, is foobar.
Some possibly his robot, too.
Repair. I wonder who did that then, eh? Buggering up the lieutenant.
Hey, I know you're the one who nicked Penelope. Give her back.
I've no idea what you're talking about, mate. Anyway, you're not supposed to be shagging robots. It's no good for you.
I never... I'm gonna find out what you did to Arian. Mark my words.
You too, shut it.
I can't hear you over all that oil in your lips.
Oh, God. Oh, ew. And what was that about?
What was all that about?
That fanny thinks I stole his precious robot. You ask me, it ran away because he kept trying to put a finger in its oil cavity. Either way, he's done mine in now, little shite. Of course, I don't have any proof, so Mason's no willing to get off his arse and do something about it. I don't suppose you could take a look at the old fella. Maybe he can help you lot find this bloke you're after.
Okay, so it could potentially be, and I have robotics expert, it could potentially be on either of their robots. How's a robot going to help?
How is a robot gonna help us?
Like I said, he's got a record of all my customers. If there was someone looking like the boy you're buying the stuff off of, he'll know. I don't suppose you're a whiz at fixing robots by any chance.
I actually am. Yeah, no, let's ask about this first, though.
There's gotta be some way to prove it was him.
Nah, he's a sneaky wee bastard. No one saw him do it, and now he's just keeping quiet, isn't he? Either way, I don't suppose you're a whiz at fixing robots.
Well, I am, so I'll have a quest with him, too.
I suppose I could take a look.
Oh, nice one. I'll throw in some caps your way if you can get them up and running.
Okay.
Just make sure you know what you're doing, okay?
I mean, I do. I got robotics expert. All right, so where is... Oh, so that one actually became a part of this, Pipe Dreams. Interesting. So binary code added a whole new one for Penelope's disappearance. But this, which I kind of figured, honestly, I kind of thought maybe the fixing would be miscellaneous. This actually added straight into here. So I kind of doubt Penelope actually now has the information I need. But this robot probably does. That being said, I still want to talk to other people before we do either of those. So let's continue asking around. Because we're also getting great story and lore here as well, which I'm just very happy about.
Try checking the entry terminal upstairs.
Yeah, the entry Now I can optionally go and look at it? I guess because security told me I could, maybe? Okay, so we're getting a lot of different things now. What's back here?
Hello.
Hi, child. Hi, other child.
Good scavenging and busted robots. If you know what you're doing.
All right, we're just in people's homes now. Oh, Jonah, hi. You've moved.
Excuse me.
Yo.
He doesn't care. All right, cool.
It's not exactly paradise, but what is, right?
It looks like we're heading back towards the bar, but who are you?
Heard you talking to the chief.
Uh-huh.
Hell of a lot to throw on you and Nick. Blaming you for 114.
I know, right?
The way I see it, a thorn in the ass is a thorn in the ass.
Thank you, Roberta.
We shouldn't have to put up with either sides. Anyone who saves Nick's Rusty behind is a friend in my book.
You're all right, Roberta.
And I'm not kidding about the rust. Saw you choke in front of Mason. How you holding up?
Rusty joints, patched power couplings, and don't even get my secretary started whenever I tell her I literally have a screw loose.
I know the feeling. Not exactly in factory condition myself. So, I'm guessing you're gonna ask about this guy you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
Or is there something else you want to know?
I mean, both. There can be both. First, who are you?
Who are you?
Name's Roberta. I'm the face of our chem operation here, which probably tells you something about the rest of the faces. Ty runs the lab downstairs. Plenty of fungi in the pipes to turn into mentats, rataway, stuff like that.
Neat.
Even growing some fever blossom down here, which is lucky, because that stuff's rarer than Nuka Dark. Met these raiders way out west who were able to turn it into a serious high. Luckily, one of them had the recipe written down and they weren't keeping a close enough eye on me. And no, the recipe's not for sale. Just the product.
So hey, about the sluice.
What's the story with this place?
Well, to a lot of people, it's a refuge. From Diamond City, from Good Neighbor, from anywhere and everywhere. But if you want the history, ask Fred or Janice. They've been here right from the start.
Yeah, I talked to Janice. She was fun. So hey, yeah, what about Penelope and Lieutenant? Oh, the robot was also named Lieutenant. Yeah, what's going on with that whole situation?
Tell me about these robots.
You mean the ones Griffiths and McMurray are fighting about over there?
Uh-huh.
All I know is it's 2 fewer robots to run the pipes. That means less stuff to find, less stuff to cook with. I don't know where Penelope is, but we ought to get the lieutenant up and running ASAP. Michelle upstairs is supposed to be the bot whiz, so I don't know what's taken her so long. Anyway, bottom line, it's about time those 2 grew the hell up.
Ha! I like you, Roberta. You're all right. So yeah, about Riley.
I'm looking for someone.
Yeah, I heard. Riley, right? If he's from Diamond City, I'd ask the people who used to live there. Mary in the clinic, Amanda upstairs, Ben wherever he is. Like Mason said, everyone else from Diamond City up and left. But that was before I got here, so you're better off asking someone else if you want to know the story. The only other person I can point you to is Finch. He used to be one of the proud and the padded at DC Security.
Okay.
He's got a date with some buyers for the stuff we're cooking here. But he should have closed things up by now. I was just about to head down there and see what's what. You want to come with? See what he knows?
Sure.
I think I remember Finch. He's an okay guy. Fingers crossed he can help us.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Follow me, then. Just give me some room to get past. And you ought to bring Nick and your friend with you. Security'll be less on edge if you're all together.
Okay, well, we just got sucked into another mission. Oh, boy. And at that point is actually, I think, where we're going to end. I was going to at least talk to 1 or 2 more people, but considering this one is a follow Roberta, I don't think we can really put this one off. So we'll start right here in the next episode, where we'll do this, then continue chatting with people. Like, we got to get to the clinic, which leads into another zone of the sluice. And also go back upstairs and check out the terminal now that we can, apparently. Okay, so that's, yeah, a lot. We learned a lot today, though. I really loved today. We got a lot of great lore, especially from Janice, everyone at the bar. That was a great conversation. The weird thing going on between these two is just, boy. But I'll possibly next episode, depending on how the rest of the conversations go, maybe we'll actually go and do this next time, depending. But yeah, we'll try and get both robots all fixed up and rolling. I mean, well, with binary code, it is a whole separate other thing besides the fixing of the lieutenant here. So we should be able to get both of them activated. But yeah, so that'll be for next time. Hopefully you all have enjoyed and you do come back for our continued adventures here in the sluice. But until then, thank you for watching as always. Well, have a good one.